Hello, my name is Carlos Arellano. I'm the physician assistant student working at Dr. A today. Would you allow me to conduct the interview and physical examination today?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let me just wash my hands before we begin. Okay, and can you tell me your full name?
Jane Doe.
And how may I address you today?
Jane.
Okay, what's your date of birth?
July 15, 1983.
Okay, and what's your ethnicity?
Hispanic.
Okay, and can you tell me what's the reason why you're here today?
My stomach hurts.
Okay, and besides your stomach, is there something else that you want to talk about today?
No.
Just your stomach?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so can you tell me a little bit more about your stomach pain?
It hurts here.
Okay, all right. And when did it start?
This morning.
Okay, and since then, has it been like constant,
Yes.
comes and goes?
Yes.
It's been constant?
Yes.
Okay, and for how long has it been?
6 hours.
Okay, and have you had any previous episodes like this
Yes.
before? Okay, and how many episodes have you had before?
2.
Two. And when did they started?
Last week.
Last week. Was there any time frame or in between those two episodes?
Around 3 days apart.
3 days apart. Okay. And did you do anything to alleviate the pain that you were having?
No, they just stopped hurting by itself.
Okay. All right. And I know you mentioned that. Can you point again with one of your fingers the area that exactly hurts?
Here.
All right.
Sometimes the shoulder.
The shoulder too. Okay. And the pain, when the pain started, has it been always in that area, or it started somewhere else and it
It
started
started
moving
here, and then it started here, and then it moved to the side.
to the side? All right. Okay. And you mentioned that you started this morning. What were you doing this morning?
I was having breakfast.
You were having breakfast. Okay. And what kind of breakfast were you having?
Tacos de barbacoa.
Tacos barbacoa. Okay. And then was there any recent travel that you did lately?
No.
Okay. And any sick contacts at home that you may have?
No.
Okay. How you will describe your pain? Like sharp, like dull?
Sharp.
Sharp? Okay. And okay, let's say we have a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being the least painful and 10 being the worst pain you can ever imagine. How would you rate your own pain?
Around a 6.
A 6. All right, good. Have you noticed anything that makes it worse, your pain?
When I eat fast foods.
When you eat fast food?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And anything that makes it better?
Ibuprofen.
You took ibuprofen too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just once.
Just once. And how many pills did you take for ibuprofen?
1.
And what was the dosage?
500.
500 milligrams?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Besides that treatment, besides that medicine, was there any other treatment that you tried for the pain?
No, just that, and it didn't completely.
It didn't
stop.
completely stop.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you for different symptoms and let me know if you feel them as besides the pain that you're presenting me today. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Have you noticed any nausea?
Yes.
Any vomiting?
Yes.
Okay. And how many times have you vomited since
Once.
morning?
Once.
Once. Okay. And any vomiting of blood?
No.
Any diarrhea?
No.
Any incontinence?
No.
Any constipation?
No.
Any dark stools?
No.
Any bloody stools?
No.
Any clay color stool?
No.
Any dark urine?
No.
Have you noticed any yellowing of the skin or the white part of your eye?
No.
Any loss of appetite?
No.
Any abdominal masses that you've noticed lately?
No.
Any bloating?
No.
All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna do a quick summary of what you're presenting today. If you notice that there's something I didn't mention or something I mentioned incorrectly, please let me know and I'll correct it for you. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So you're presenting today for your stomach pain. You mentioned that it hurts in this part.
Mm-hmm.
It also kind of hurts a little bit on the right shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the pain started on this area and then it moved to this part. All right?
Uh-huh.
You mentioned it started this morning. It's been lasting for 6 hours. And you were eating breakfast, you were eating tacos of barbacoa
Mm-hmm.
when you started experiencing the pain, right?
Yes.
Okay, you mentioned also that since then the pain has been constant,
Mm-hmm.
and you had previous episodes. You had 2 previous episodes that started last week, and they were 3 days apart.
Yes.
And you basically you didn't do anything to alleviate the symptoms. They basically went on their own, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I asked you to point. You mentioned the point the right place. You mentioned that place. And let me see. And you mentioned that you didn't have any recent travel, and there you have no contacts at home. The quality of pain, you mentioned to me that it feels like it's sharp. And then scale of 1 to 10, you mentioned your pain as a 6. Okay. You notice that makes it worse is when you eat fast food.
Mm-hmm.
And also, anything that makes it better, it's that you try ibuprofen, 1 tablet of 500 milligrams, and it did not stop the pain completely, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the symptoms, associated symptoms that I asked you, you mentioned that you did feel nausea, and that you also have been, you vomited once since the morning, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you basically, for the rest that I mentioned to you, you said that you don't have, such as vomiting blood, diarrhea, incontinence, constipation, dark stool, bloody stool, clay color stool, dark urine, jaundice, loss of appetite, liver mass, or bloating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright, so now, is that correct?
Yes, that's
okay,
correct.
so now we're gonna move to your past medical history. It's important for us to know, to see if anything on your past health might be affecting you today. Okay, so have you noticed, have you had any previous illnesses?
No.
What about any medications that you're taking, like prescribed medications?
No.
Any over-the-counter medications besides ibuprofen that we mentioned already?
No.
Any alternative medicine like chiropractor, acupuncture?
Oh, no.
All right. And any allergies to medications?
No.
Okay. Any food allergies? What about seasonal allergies?
No.
All right. And hospitalizations? Have you had any previous hospitalizations?
No.
Surgeries?
No.
Trauma in the past?
No.
Any travel, like let's say like 2 months or 1 month ago?
No.
Okay. Any pregnancies?
No.
Okay. When was your last menstrual period?
March 2nd, 2020.
Okay. And immunizations, are you up to date with those?
Yes.
What about your yearly exams?
Those as well.
Have you had any, you can remember any illnesses that you had before?
No, not that I recall.
Okay, so now we're going to mention to your family history. This is important for us to ask you because some of the diseases might run into the family, meaning that if your mom have it, you might have it too later on in the future. Okay, when I talk about family, I want you to think about both your parents and siblings and just those family members for now, okay?
Okay.
How's the health overall of your parents?
Okay, so my mom was diagnosed with hypothyroidism.
Okay, and you know the age that she was diagnosed?
Yes, 45.
45. And is she still living?
Yes.
Okay. What about your father?
My father, he's healthy.
Okay. And what you have any siblings?
Yes, I have 3 siblings and they're all healthy.
They're all healthy? Alright, good. Okay, so that concludes for family history. Now we're going to go on to social history. Okay, this is important to ask you because the way you live your lifestyle, the lifestyle you have every day might be affecting your health. Before we begin asking these questions, just to let you know they're very personal, but at the same time they're very private. It's just between you and me. This is just to get to know more about you and how you live every day. And as I mentioned, it might be affecting your health. Just so you know, if you feel at any point you feel uncomfortable or you feel you don't want to answer one of my questions, you let me know and we'll skip it through because you're not entitled to answer all of them. All right? Okay. So let's begin. Can you tell me where were you born?
Laredo, Texas.
Okay. And what's your occupation right now?
I'm currently a full-time student.
Okay. And which semester are you? How are you doing?
Spring 2020. I'm going for education with bilingual emphasis.
And when are you graduating?
Spring 2020. May.
May. Okay. So basically, you're in your last semester of university.
Senior. Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me more about where you live right now?
I live at home with my parents and siblings.
Okay. And if you can describe for me a typical day of your life?
My typical day consists of waking up early in the morning to go to school and return home early in the afternoon to help my parents take my siblings to practice.
All right. Okay. And do you perform any type of exercise?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. And can you describe a little bit about your diet in general, how it is?
Normally fast foods.
Okay. And what about your water intake?
Very low, like a glass of water a day.
Okay. And what about your sleep? How many hours a day you usually sleep?
Around 9.
Okay. And what's your marital status?
Single.
And are you currently sexually active?
No.
Okay. Do you currently smoke?
No.
Have you smoked in the past?
No.
Do you currently drink alcohol?
No.
Have you drank alcohol in the past?
No.
Do you currently use any illicit drugs?
No.
Have you used any illicit drugs in the past?
No.
All right. So we're gonna move on now to real systems. This is just a quick overview of all your organs and systems. If you're missing something, that you're gonna be taking. You have to take pay attention more to it. All right.
Okay.
When I ask you about these symptoms, I want for you to remember. I want you for you to think from the last 2 weeks to 2 months. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Have you had any chills?
No.
Any night sweats?
No.
Any weight loss?
No.
What about any hair loss?
No.
Any sinuses problems?
No.
Any vision changes?
No.
Any red eyes?
No.
Any ear pain?
No.
Any hearing loss?
No.
Any nosebleeds?
No.
Any like white or colorless discharge coming out of your nose?
No.
Any sore throat?
No.
Any hoarseness?
No.
Any difficulty breathing?
No.
Any cough?
No.
Any wheezing?
No.
Any chest pain?
No.
Any palpitation, meaning that you feel your heart is like going too fast?
No.
Any trouble bleeding where you're laying flat?
No.
Okay. Any swelling of your legs?
No.
Any circulation problems?
No.
Any pain on your legs while you're walking?
No.
Any difficulty swallowing?
No.
Any painful swallowing?
No.
Any indigestion?
No.
Any difficulty when you go to pee?
No.
Have you noticed any increase in the frequency you go to the restroom at night?
No.
Any blood in the urine?
No.
Any vaginal discharge?
No.
Any pelvic pain?
No.
Any abnormal bleeding where you're in your period?
No.
Any heat intolerance?
No.
Any cold intolerance?
No.
Any increase in the amount of how much you pee every time you go to the restroom?
No.
Any excessive thirst, increase in thirst?
No.
Have you noticed that you're becoming a little bit like pale more than usual? Any unexplained bruising?
No.
Any unusual cravings like eyes or eating dirt?
No.
Any fatigue?
No.
Any frequent infections that you have?
No.
Any breast masses that you notice?
No.
Any nipple discharge?
No.
Any skin lesions?
No.
Any excessive itching?
No.
Any rashes you notice?
No.
Any muscle pain?
No.
Any stiffness in any joints?
No.
Any swelling?
No.
What about headaches?
No.
Seizures?
No.
Any tingling?
No.
Any numbness?
No.
Any mood swings?
No.
Any anxiety?
No.
Any depression?
No.
All right, and that concludes our interview. Now we're gonna move on to physical examination. Okay, and we're gonna begin with your vitals. So the first thing I'm gonna ask you is to go ahead and go to that scale and go over that scale so I can check your weight. All right, you can step down, and I'll put yourself against the wall facing me so I can check for your height. All right. Okay, you can go ahead and take a seat again. Okay, so now I'm gonna check for your pulse. All right. Alright, now we're gonna check for your blood pressure. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your left hand.
Okay.